I'll be honest. In my opinion, China is the world's most overhyped country. In terms of geopolitics, I mean, the country is super advanced and super cool. But you have YouTubers claiming that it will take over the almighty USA in the next 5 years. Anyway, let's do a geopolitical deep dive on China. China's long term strategic aim is to restore itself as the central power in Asia and reduce dependence on Western systems, not necessarily replace the US globally overnight, but reshape a global order in its favor. China is an economic power base. They control a large share of electronics, solar panels, battery supply chains, and rare earth processing. China is literally the factory of the world. China is also working on the Belt and Road Initiative, building ports, railways, power plants, and infrastructure projects across Africa, Asia, and Europe. It's been trying to internationalize the yuan to compete against the dollar. Although China avoids direct war with the US, it's focused on building deterrence and regional dominance with rapid naval expansion, anti-ship missile systems, cyber and space warfare capabilities, and aircraft carriers expanding reach. It also has militarized artificial islands, control over critical trade routes in the South China Sea. Aside from military power, China understands that technology equals to sovereignty. They've been making major leaps in AI, semiconductors, and a digital yuan rollout, with the goal to reduce vulnerability to US sanctions and cheap export restrictions. Unlike most nations today, China is politically stable, with centralized decision making and long term planning cycles. This gives China policy continuity, rapid infrastructure execution, and strategic patience. But it also creates risk over centralization and a lack of internal dissent correction. In conclusion, China's major strengths are a massive industrial base, rare earth dominance, a growing military power, long term planning discipline, and expanding influence in Africa and the global south. Its major vulnerabilities are an aging population, real estate debt crisis, heavy export dependence, energy importing reliance, and risk of Western decoupling. China's weakness is not military, it's demographics, debt and dependence on global trade routes. Can China overcome demographic decline, avoid a Taiwan war, and replace parts of the US led financial architecture? Those issues will determine whether China becomes a regional hegemon or a true global peer rival.